Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dinell YG, Dirty Creek Sports Network, and we are here with the BCS National Championship. We have the Miami Hurricanes versus Ohio State. And the last time these two met in a BCS Bowl or BCS National Championship of any nature was 2003 Tostitos Fiesta Bowl when Ohio State Buckeyes, they beat them by a touchdown, 31-24. This is when the Miami Hurricanes was in the Big East, so they just won their first ACC championship of school history. Now they're looking for another BCS championship, their sixth BCS championship of the whole program. I think it's their sixth. But we're gonna go into the scouting. This is the pregame show for it. So tonight, Miami is 12-0, number 2 team, 10-0 in conference. Ohio State at 13-0, 9-0 in conference. And look at how they fare. Ohio State is the more powerful team, they're saying. But look at this. Miami, they put up more points than Ohio State. So, like I was saying in the ACC championship game, if Miami win, it's going to come down to an offense factor, down to the last piece of offense that they need. They put up more offense than Ohio State. They're going to need to do a good game. Miami's going to have to do a good job containing the run and containing the pass. And when I say the run, it means they're going to have to contain Chris Olave too. But the running backs they have, C.J. Stroud, his speed is spectacular. The turnover difference is something small. But Kirk Herbstreit has Miami winning it all. They didn't win it. Miami did not win it all in 2003. But they're trying to come back in the 2019-2020 season, and they're trying to win it all. Now, Miami went undefeated this year. Some games where they could have lost it all, and they're trying to show and prove that it's just not no one-time thing for this rebuilding process. Miami is in the rebuilding process. There's your offensive leaders and your defensive leaders. You got, is that Chase Young? I know that's not Chase Young. Yeah, he did go to Ohio State, but this not supposed to be the roster he's supposed to be on. But fuck it. If that's Chase Young, I'm about to burn his motherfucking legs up. Yeah, he's from down in this area and everything, but it's time to go out there and get a win. You will get highlights from this game. I wasn't gonna give you the highlights from the ACC championship, but nah, I'm gonna give you the highlights from this one. So, yeah. Okay, here we go. You have the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Miami Hurricanes coming out here for a national championship, the BCS. It's finna go down, y'all.
Okay, babe. Look, I changed my mind, man. I'll play with you in the golf tournament.
Hey, Romeo, that's fantastic.
Okay, look, but here are the ground rules, all right? None of that. Right? No kissing, no slapping my butt.
So we're trying to see what type of game it's going to be tonight. It's going to be a lot of high offense. It's going to be a high power offense from both sides. Not going to say lackluster defense, but the defense is going to slack on some things because both defenses aren't that. I'm not going to say they aren't that good, but they were good enough to hold everyone down, to hold everyone to the points that they did in their conferences or whatever. Let's go to the top players. The top players, you got C.J. Stroud for Ohio State. You got Petit Free, and then you got G. Wilson. So that means that offense was popping. And then for Miami, you got Darnell Mason Jr. on the court at the quarterback. You got Marcus Lamar Williams at linebacker. So their defense has some key players, and then you got Royale Walker at the wide receiver trying to make 1,000 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, and 10 touchdowns on the season. But here we go.
Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The arguments are over. The debates are done. The close losses have been mourned. The close victories have been celebrated. And now we're down to the two best teams in the country. Two teams squaring off.
We're going to have to run that ball, and they're going to have to throw that ball.
The BCS championship game is here. That's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. NCAA Football 14 action coming at you right now. Brett Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit.
So let's see if the University of Miami calls a lot of spies and quarterback containments and all that. Because their run game, it comes mostly from C.J. Stroud or whatever. But these guys, they're coming out here to try to be the best and show them that they are the best.
We find ourselves in sunny California for what is sure to be an exciting BCS National Championship game. Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
It's all good. They might kick it to us first. Right, here we is. Here we at. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now.
Both teams are lining up for the kickoff, and we're just about set to get this one underway. The kick is away, and the national championship is underway. He's to the 20, and he makes it out to about the 21-yard line.
Good play, baby. Good play. So we asked Coach David Aranda, was he going to call the defense today?
The offense taking the field for the first time today.
He told us that today's going to leave it solely up to Steve Atwater.
Here's a run.
Okay, so they got the run.
The 20-yard line. Carter's been having a record-breaking season, Herbie. He's a very special player, as those stats would indicate. We'll see if he can stay hungry here and keep it rolling. Second down and 11.
This is where it all matters today. This game right here, BCS.
Handoff up the middle. Makes it to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it's not going to be a throwing game today. If we can eat their ass up with the arm and shit. So C.J. Stroud is back home. I'm kind of back home. I'm back in the area that I know.
He scrambled. He wants it all, going long. And he's got it! In the open field.
Tried to cut.
Chalk that one up to the hundreds of passes the quarterback has thrown to this receiver in practice. These guys know and trust
Big Roy.
and you could see it in the way he threw that pass.
See, they're trying to contain the pass. See, they had a man sitting out there. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the type of things that Ohio State try to come out there and pull today, because their offenses are very much alike, but different in a lot of ways. Charleston Rambo with the catch.
And did he ever sell the run? The defense took the bait, and that hesitation was enough to give the receiver room to make the catch.
Number 2 team in America is looking good right now.
First and goal from the 4, looking for
I wonder which one of these quarterbacks will go on to the NFL and have a spectacular career. Oh, Keyshawn Smith with the catch. 5-yard catch. They were thinking deep pass in the back of the end zone, but they just went right across the middle with something small and intermediate. You gotta think. I like the way the Miami Hurricanes offense thinks. Dunbar Jackson. This is how he had Darnell Mason playing at St. John's High School in Washington, D.C. And he pitched the idea off to David Randall because I mean a lot of teams play like this in the NCAA and in the NFL, but he pitched it off to put it inside the game plan every game, but to give them a little just play to get your yardage. They play to get their yardage. Yeah, they had 8 yards. They was 8 yards out, maybe 6 or 7 yards out from the end zone. Trayvon Henderson. They needed a little bit to get the first down, but the first down ended up turning into a touchdown. Why? Because they only went with what they needed to get.
Second down. Trying to set up a little screen, gets it to his tailback. Tackle made at about the 20.
Boy, these guys, man, let me tell you, if these guys have each other's number, but if Ohio State don't step it up, then it's night-night time.
Third down and 6 yards to go. Ball on the 29. He makes his way to about the 38. That was a great call.
Yeah, here you see the draw play at its best. The tailback got good blocking up front and was able to pick up a bunch of yards.
Ooh, Mitchie Ross.
He picks up only about 2 yards with that grab.
C.J. Stroud with the pass.
Second and 9. Ball on the 40.
Man, these boys have been waiting for this game all week. Media day was very high.
And he's taken down.
It's intense.
About the 43-yard line.
But one thing, tell my controller flipped out. One thing about media day that gave me the high intensity to the high anticipation to see this game is Darnell Mason. How he handled it. He said if he come out there, when he comes out there, he said his exact words was when he comes out there this weekend, well, this Monday for this game, Monday night for this game, is to play nothing less than perfect. And I want to see, is he going to live up? Is he going to live up to that? Is him and his team going to live up to that? He told the media, he told the fans of Miami, and he told the whole United States,
here's the 8th play of the series.
I'm not leaving California without giving you a win. It kind of sounds like he gave you a Joe Namath guarantee. Sounds like he gave you a Joe Namath guarantee back in the championship. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Darnell Mason walking off, waving the one finger like Joe Namath.
He's at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. And they finally push him out at the 2. This is the kind of steady.
That's crazy. That defense just gave in.
Right now they're firing on all cylinders.
See, look, that was a stop. That was a stop. That was a stop. This nigga just ran it down field on him. Like, my defense have to get it together. This Miami defense has to get it together. Like, that's what we feel that all season. Letting people make big runs, big plays. And why is Etnoff out there?
This defense not wanting to give an inch here. They'll work the left side. Touchdown, Bucks.
It's tied up. About to be tied up, 7-7. Ryan Williams.
This is what an offensive lineman hopes for. An opportunity to impose his will on the defense.
I know Bucks fans at home are going crazy, but I guarantee you, by the second half, Coach Aranda he's going to have that. He's going to have that down pat.
He splits the uprights with the extra point.
Let's go.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
The quarterback did a really good job in the last drive of finding his receivers in space, and I bet he'll be looking to do the same thing again.
We gotta get that run game going. I know how we can get it going. But they still don't got that shit locked down, player.
We've got a 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 26.
This is for you, the homies and homegirls, the homeboys who rest too.
And down he goes at the 34.
Come on, y'all. Let's tire their defense out. Freight train, freight train, freight train, freight train.
Some decent yards. And
let's go see White.
That shows you why he's such a weapon as a ball carrier. Good gain for the offense.
Looks like they're trying to catch the defense off guard here. Fires out to his wideout. He's taken down at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Thicky, what's up? Hold on to that ball, fool. So they calling a no huddle offense, trying to get these guys tired. There we go.
He's going to try and scramble.
Woo!
24-yard line.
Looks like the defense played the run that time. With this offense, you've got to be ready for a
We asked Darnell Mason before the game started, what does he expect out this game? He said he don't care what to expect. He said as long as they come out there playing their best game, so he can come out there and play his best game.
Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go.
3 yards, so what? Take that. Ooh! Why? What is you doing, bruh? Wow. They just made me throw an air pass.
Standing pick.
Great play by the defender to high point the ball, but the quarterback wasn't in rhythm on the throw.
Nah, come on, man. NCAA always doing that bullshit.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Come on. There we go. Get him, take him back down. Take him back. Come on. That's right. Got B. Brown on the tackle. Man, this defense is something special. If they can just...
They line up at the 7. It's 2nd down. He's got all day. Caught, enough for the 1st down. Across midfield.
That's bullshit, bruh.
The 47.
Come on, bruh. I gotta get to the motherfucking quarterback. Come on, man. I'm sitting up here trying to get to the quarterback, but it's all good. They want to play like that.
Now, after picking up some great yardage through the air.
Let's go, blood.
On the ground with the tailback. Gets to about the 47-yard line.
There we go. Call that motherfucking... Oh, all right. I'm about to say. So that's it for the first quarter.
As our first quarter ends.
Man, the second quarter, second half is going to be a shitstorm of a game. Let's believe that.
And we're ready for more football here in quarter number 2. Now he's scrambling. And they make the stop around the 46-yard line.
Let's go.
That'll make it 3rd and 9. 3rd down.
He said one stabbing over a woman, though.
Going deep. And he hauls it in. What a play.
Why aren't y'all fucking D'ing the fuck up, bro? Come on, man. Y'all letting these niggas get wide open, man.
Now it's 1st and goal with the defense trying to regroup after giving up the big pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
So Buckeyes get the touchdown.
This back has great vision.
Seems like they ready tonight.
We just saw.
What? You broke it?
Works the extra point. Ohio State ready to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
It's all good. I ain't gonna trip over Mr. Simons in the defense.
And down
I
he
should have
goes
kept running.
at the 22.
All right, so we coming back out there after throwing the interception. We don't care. We don't give a fizz up, nigga. Why? Because we still like that, PM.
Hoping for a better result than their last drive.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come back out. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to fluster this quarterback some more.
There we go.
He's hit hard.
Don't worry about that shit.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Remember, But that motherfucker, that right guard is gonna pull, man. Follow that shit, bro.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain. That makes it 1st and 10. Tries to buy some time. Quick throw. Tackle made at about the 39-yard line.
All right, so that motherfucker, all right, so we ain't ready for a motherfucker,
So it's 2nd down now. They need about 4 yards to pick
a
up the
tempo
first.
offense.
Here we go.
Heading for the corner. Midfield. Gets out to around the 40.
Dang, Curtis with the hard run.
Here we go. Green 90.
Come on, see, that's that shit. That's that shit with the controller.
Receiver open, he just put too much on that football. He's got to find a little bit more touch next time.
Okay. That's enough charging for that shit.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 48.
Jalen Knighton back there. Trying to get him some shit.
Got a man, watch out here. And he hits him hard at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Man, this kid got the arm talent. He has the IQ. Let me tell you. Make his offensive line more better, his receivers more better. He got.
Setting up the play action. He's under pressure. Slides down to the ground.
Come on, man. Control the tripping.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
I ain't gonna blame it on the controller if I lose, but I'm like, dog. This controller's tripping.
The 8th play of the drive.
8 plays, 8 plays. Squeeze something out of that.
I love the toughness here by this quarterback, sitting in until the last second, trying to make a play downfield, only to have this defense get to him. Got to do a better job maybe feeling things out.
Man, we need
bit.
5, nigga. We need 5.
And a toughness to sit in that pocket.
Let's go.
He made the catch, but he didn't get the first down.
Yeah, right now the way this team
They got that underneath shit locked. They know how it go.
for the first down.
And he's tackled around the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Convert on the first down.
First down, 10 to go.
Let me tell you, this is a very. I'm on the edge of my motherfucking bed right now. He's a read, man.
He's got an opening. That's a great tackle at the 8.
10 first downs, baby. I'm going to try to help this team the best way I can because I'm like, player, hold up. Got to win.
First and goal, and if they can execute, we'll be all tied up.
If the middle, uh-oh.
Quick throw. And that one probably should have been picked off.
Yeah, are you kidding me? There's a blanket around that receiver. Somebody else had to be open.
Brings up second and goal. And this is the
That nigga's stupid. So we out here in sunny California, nigga.
He scrambled.
Come on, bro.
Boy, would he like to have that one back.
Yeah, you're right. This offense.
See, they rob you in games like this. You know what I'm saying?
When it gets knocked off, they have a tough time connecting on plays like this.
Still 8 yards away. Now it's
They rob you in games like this.
Spread the field with 5 wide.
And I don't like that shit. Just fucking kick that shit, bro.
Reading the play and showing instinct to get a hand there to break the pass up. Nice job.
Miami's going to use their first time out of the half here.
Come on, dog. I'm like, if I lose this, it's because motherfucking the game be cheating, dog. That's the only reason, the only way I'm gonna lose is like, come on, man, I'm throwing passes I'm throwing all season that I make all season. Now all of a sudden they overthrown or low. Now, boy, man, you better swallow my dick with much babies coming out of it, nigga. Stop playing me. Sorry for that type of vernacular or whatever.
Miami gets set to kick this one away.
Let's go.
He sends this one deep. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. With 1 quarter down, I really haven't seen too much separation between these two.
Oh, that nigga still working there?
The whole way. Ohio State is up 4.
Yeah.
He gets out to about the 28-yard line.
That's good for anything else. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 28-yard
Go.
line.
We got this, baby. Got it locked. We got it locked. Come on. That's the only way we're going to stop the run. Stack the box and keep a spy on that shit. I'd rather go with the same play again. There we go. Let's go, baby. There we go. Stop the run. We're going to go for it. Oh, wide. Don't think touchdown. You know what? We're not even about to think, let's win this game. We're just about to think, let's make good plays.
Hayes fields it at the 24. He's to the 40. Tackle made at the 41. The Hurricanes quarterback search, he has done his job. Unfortunately, there's 22 guys on the team, and one guy's doing a great job. The other 21 aren't.
Yeah, it's not going the way they had hoped or planned. Right now, you're right. The quarterback's doing what he needs to do to be able to move the ball. But the running backs, the wide receivers.
Yeah, we got running backs, wide receivers, tight ends.
Got to do a better job. Right now, when you look at that scoreboard, they got to be really frustrated to think that they're down. Now, they still have time to get back to the game and see if they can adjust their mental mindset.
That nigga rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and fumbling over everybody.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. 2nd down and 1.
Really though, Benny.
He makes it out.
See what I'm saying? Come on, bruh.
He's going to be stopped short.
Nah, we ain't finna go out like that, fool. You ain't finna take us down like that. There we go.
Brought down right around the 46-yard line.
Man, I kept my eyes on that motherfucking linebackers, man. Fuck that blitz coming, bruh. Keep them niggas at the wall. And, man, look, I need to get that shit through.
1st and 10. Ball on
Max
the 46.
old as shit.
5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun.
They double teaming Rambo.
Throws it to the outside.
There we go.
And gets out of bounds.
They tried to jam him at the motherfucking line. I should have let him keep going, but the blitz was coming. The blitz was coming. Like, they jammed him at the line, tried to knock him off his route, and give the defensive line time to get to the quarterback. But it was like,
I'm heading back. Thanks for lunch, Stretch.
So after the big pass play, we've got a 1st down.
what? Come on, bruh.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They feel my presence. That's what it is. Yeah.
Running back no good.
Wow.
That makes it 3rd and 3. 3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down.
They're going to blitz. So we're watching for the blitz.
5 wide receivers.
Where we jumping at? Keyshawn Smith.
Receiver for the touchdown.
Keyshawn Smith, baby. I knew that motherfucking linebacker was going to sit back there. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to touch past that shit past your motherfucking head, bitch.
So the kicker will line up here and try to give his team a 3-point lead with this extra point. Miami with a 2-point advantage. And he hits the PAT. So an 8-play, 59-yard drive.
I think Darnell Mason has found his touch.
I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
Hill ready to kick.
Darnell Mason might have found his touch.
This one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Momentum swings have been fairly even, and with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. About the 27-yard line.
They called a timeout. Well, that was us. 3, 2, 1. It's done for the first half. So we about to go to the halftime report. With the score 17-14, Miami at the half over Ohio State.
You can feel it in the air tonight as we're only 1/2 away from crowning the national champions. Our halftime score, 17-14, Miami.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollock here completely locked in on that first half. We've been looking forward to this game all week, and it has lived up to billing. A close game. You feel like that it's going to be a great second half, and boy, we've got the perfect guys in the booth. What a reward today for Nessler and Herbstreit to get this game.
Well, you know, it's not a secret, Reese. They get the best game every week that we think's on the schedule, right? So they got this great. It's great. It's close. It's going back and forth. I mean, what a treat to watch one of the best games of the year just unfolding in front of us. And more importantly, to hear the silky smooth sounds of Kirk Herbstreit and Brad Nessler. Does it get any better?
Looking forward to seeing this second half. I think there's certainly a want for victory.
A want and a need for victory. Some teams need this victory, Reese Davis.
Want, need, got to go get it either way. Brad and Kirk are there to deliver.
Okay, so we're back with the second half. And at the halftime show, you guys seen the rushing stats and the pass stats. And the key to Ohio State is winning this game is to throwing that ball a little bit more. Because if they don't, it's over, man. They're done, man. I'm telling you.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
I love the competitive spirit that we're seeing out on this field today. It looks like one team has the upper hand, and then the other comes right back in to be able to regain the lead. It's going to be an exciting finish.
Just need one stop.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. And a quick throw. Tackle.
So they be getting out of that shit. Okay.
From their own 40-yard line. It's first down. Flags are all over the
False start,
place.
baby. False start. Let me take that. 5 yards, nigga. Back that ass up. No homo.
Guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
So get hit with the false start. That's my fault, but I'm about to stop clicking on that shit. So what they trying to do?
It's second down now. They're just a few feet away from that first down marker.
Get your ass down, nigga.
Third first down of the drive.
The defense,
They can get him.
figure out a way to stop them.
They still
or else
gotta
they're gonna
score,
have
baby.
No problem putting points on the board.
And he has it on the corner. Knocked out
All right.
around the 30-yard line.
That one time I didn't call the lineman to the flat. They got it open on me. Okay.
From the 30-yard line. First down. And they'll get him in the backfield.
Let's go, baby.
You see how the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier? That was fantastic pursuit.
Our defense is impeccable. Keep me updated.
Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Control that line of scrimmage.
And they make the stop.
Control that line of scrimmage. And we talked to Dave Aranda before we came out at halftime. and we asked him, what is the key to coming out to executing in the second half and finishing off the game and getting the win? He said, don't think touchdowns anymore. We're not about to think. We're not about to think anymore. Let's win the game. Let's just think. Let's make the big plays. Let's make plays.
Deep ball, laying it out there.
Damn, Chris Olave.
Bucks.
Damn, blood. Just think big plays. We think stopping the defense. Stopping the offense with our defense. Just think what we're supposed to think. And it seems like they didn't execute right there, so it's like I said, it's going to come down to who's going to want it more on the defensive side, or the offensive side for
They
me.
come away with 7 points. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. They'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. And he's taken down around
Charleston Rambo, 6,000 offensive yards throughout the season. And, man, Miami is making a statement. I believe Miami's going to come out here and get the win because they had to kick the ball at halftime. And 9 times out of 10, the person who kicks the ball at halftime, when it's a close game like this, ends up with the winning possession.
Great run here, and he's got nowhere to go.
6 rushes, 15 yards. Like, that's not the Christian Carter we used to seeing on the season. Told you, man, Miami got these guys' number. Ohio State has these guys' number.
Scrambling around, and he's sacked.
He gets sacked, damn. So they go with the hurry up. Come on, bro.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Gets rather quickly, and that was almost picked. Not sure about that play call as they fail on 4th down.
What a play by the defense. There's no doubt that their mind is on that national championship, and they're playing every down like they want to win that thing.
It's too early to be playing like that, though.
This offense threw the ball extremely well on their last drive, and they ended up with a touchdown.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, then you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything.
Here we go. Ross with the tackle.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 26-yard
Talk
line.
about these Canadian
2nd
moves.
down. Ohio State is up 4.
Let's go. They about to run that shit, bro.
Dumps it complete to the halfback over the middle. Tackle made at about the 15-yard line.
Well, as you just saw right there,
I need another controller.
Very effective weapon for an offense, especially when they're disciplined and when the receivers are patient.
Let's go. There we go. Need to keep him with a field goal right now.
Gotta make it 2nd and 7. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 12-yard line. He's tackled at the 9-yard line. That makes it 30.
Come on. Let's go. You're closer to the floor. Shit. There we go. Stop that shit. Stop that shit.
It's 4th down. This isn't much more than an extra point. Kicks up.
Okay.
And it is good.
Even though they gave up a field goal,
Down by a
that defense
touchdown.
is feeling pretty good about themselves right now. It could have just as easily been a touchdown.
Hold on. This the motherfucker Bell Biv DeVoe episode. This the Bell Biv DeVoe episode.
Sends it sailing downfield. He's tackled at the 20. Miami's coaches just got to be happy. I'd love to coach a kid like this.
Oh, I think these coaches love to coach a guy like this, and another great performance by him individually and for this offense.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any
You about to
anxiety about trailing.
hand me a soda? You about to go with try the Barry Sanders strategy. Pepsi. Which is
On the ground, up the middle. Gets out to about the 21.
Barry Sanders didn't need no one to block for a while because he was so fast. Our fastest running back on the team is Christian Carter.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 21. He's going to try and scramble. He decides to run with it. Decides to slide.
Let's go. Steamy, really beaming. We got free. JP.
Makes it 1st and 10. First and 10. Ball on their own 45. And down he goes at the 44-yard line.
Oh yeah. That's how y'all going. Y'all trying to strike fear. Okay.
Now he tries to buy some time. Dives forward.
This is the kind of steady, strong drive the coaches love to see. Right now, they're firing on all cylinders.
From the 43-yard
Marcus
line.
Williamson with the
First down.
tackle. Got 5 tackles. See, what they're trying to do is they're trying to crowd the middle of that field. I'm glad I got it off like that. They're trying to crowd the middle of that field. Why? To keep us going there. So
with an incompletion.
They'll bring him down at the 20-yard line.
17 for 27, 246. Let's go, baby.
From the 20
It don't matter if you calling him 85 years old or you calling him 150 years old. Nigga, you still calling him old as fuck.
Brought down right around the 22-yard line.
He was never able to get ahead of steam on that.
JT, Tuamalo. That's how you say it. Excuse me, forgive me. They're disguising that shit. That linebacker might dip off.
He's on the run. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
Jane Baptiste, come on.
He's scrambling.
Come on, bro. What's that, holding?
Down to the backfield, but I didn't see what happened.
Roughing the passer? Thank you. Thank you. That's a down we needed.
Our national championship game is 1 quarter away from
He's supposed to
naming
have
the
that
number 1
pick.
team in the country. Our score, 24-17, Buckeyes.
Just can't show it.
Into the 4th quarter now.
Let's see how they red zone defense gonna be.
And he's tackled at about the 13.
That makes it second and 10.
I'm trying to dig it through the motherfucking.
Now he's scrambling.
How would you come out?
Tackled at the 7-yard line.
That'll make it 35.
This is the 13th play of this drive.
Bro, y'all gotta hold that shit up, bro.
Excellent play by the defense here. A few extra seconds, and those receivers might have been open.
4th down. So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. He gets it up, and the field goal is good. Hill gets set to kick this one away. He just
Fired
drilled
up
this
now.
one.
Let's go.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
It's Koso.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're 1 play away from a very different ball game. Ohio State is
Very
up by
different
4.
ball game.
He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line.
Okay. Let's see what type of game they're gonna play. So it looks like David Randon
From their own 26-yard line, it's 2nd down.
David Randon, Steve Atwater, they taking turns calling the defensive plays.
And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line.
It's working. Using both of their defensive minds to come out there and try to stop him. Still stepped out.
Right around the 32-yard line. That brings us 4th and 3.
Because they're going to try to stop us.
Hey,
Get the ball back.
to return.
Let me tell you, I got some for that ass. Go.
And he's tackled.
See how they doing me?
The Hurricanes have just not been able to get that offense rolling at all.
At all.
I think they're confused. I think it starts up front.
But
with the
it's
offensive
all
line.
down to
They're
the
not
last
having
drive.
the game that you'd expect to see from them as far as communication. I think it's affected the rest of the offense.
Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. It'll be intercepted. He's at the 40. He's taken down around the 34-yard line.
I just did a dumbass mistake. Give me 1 second. I gotta use the bathroom, y'all.
From the 34-yard line, first down.
Okay, so we back after that TV timeout and that interception.
Yeah, you hate to foreshadow and assume that
Damn.
come back to bite
He
them.
coulda-
This
he
offense
coulda
is
sealed it
able to
for
put
us.
The ball into the end zone after that drop pass. This game could be over.
Let's go. 3rd and 3. Trayvon Henderson got 91 yards.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
This is what's been helping us all game. This is what's been helping us all game. Wow.
This is why it's so important to have success in running the football. It forces a defense to prepare for it.
Hindenburg blew up in one day. The fuck?
They executed that one perfectly.
From the 17-yard line, first down.
To Corey Couch with the help.
State is up 4.
Wow. Damn. It's all good. I knew this was going to happen. It's all good, though.
He makes the PAT. A 6-play, 34-yard drive.
I mean, anything can happen on 4 minutes, though.
So our score, 31-20. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He really got a hold of that
Let
kick.
that go.
Let's see what they can do on offense as they take possession after the return.
Now is when you have to get the ball to your impact players. Down 2 possessions. If these guys wait any longer to step up, it's going to be too late.
You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out.
The first rule on offense is to take care of the football. These guys need to remember that on this drive.
He pump fakes.
What? Come on, bruh.
Ball's incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 25-yard line, it's 2nd down. Slings it out
Blood can't do it.
Terrific coverage, and when you clog up passing lanes like that, you can force a quarterback to make some poor decisions. Almost got themselves a turnover, too.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. He gives a pump fake. He airs it out.
Well, the defense has played so well for most of this game, and to be able to give up a big play like that can be demoralizing. This defense has got to kind of pick themselves up and try to finish this game off and get the win.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Quick throw.
Come on, y'all.
Almost picked off.
How did he drop that? The defender did everything that he needs to do. He read the play perfectly, stepped up, and what does he do? Drops the interception. Boy, the offense caught a break there.
No.
7-yard line. Second down.
Come on, bro. Cut your route, bro.
You don't want to ever give your opponent a second chance, but that's exactly
I'm not trying to
what
give
they
him a
did
second
by not
chance.
making
These
that
bum ass
interception.
niggas won't cut their routes, bro. Don't play in a big game and just lose your composure.
Spread the field with 5
Come on,
wide.
fam. Don't do that. What? Come on, dog.
That was textbook coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on every single pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
You fucked up, dog.
It's
Come
4th
on.
down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. They come out in a 5-wide set. He scrambled.
Touchdown. There we go. Touchdown. Touchdown. Player. Touchdown. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. From now on, that's how you do it.
They'll go for 2 in this situation. Everybody bunched up tight defensively.
Red 68! Red 68!
And I was thinking about going for 2 too.
And they get the 2.
Got it.
So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter,
Jesus.
the score is 31-28, Ohio State.
It's a game now, baby. It's a national championship game now, baby. 3 minutes left.
Hill has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Stay in there.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The finish line's in sight. Let's see who
Let's go,
wants this
y'all.
one
Come
more.
on.
It's a big opportunity for this offense. They've got the lead. Now they want to just try to manage this clock and be smart with the football and see if they can work as much clock as
Again?
possible.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Ohio State is up a field goal. Up the middle for a nice game. That brings him 2nd and 5. From their own 30-yard line. 2nd down.
They gonna try to play the clock game? Okay.
He gets hit out of bounds around the 33-yard line. That'll bring up 32. It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks.
Come on, y'all. We got this. They're trying to cross us. They're trying to get us to cross the line, baby. Stand your ground, nigga. That should be a false start or something.
The 50-yard line. The Hurricanes taking their first time out of the half.
Come on, dog.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 50-yard line. He gets rid of that
Second
one.
down. Come on.
A little more than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Big hit. He's going to lose yardage. Miami's going to have to use their second time out of the half.
I don't think I should have used that.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 40. Scrambling around. He wants it all, going long. Finds the freshman. There we go.
Damn, bro.
Miami will take their final timeout.
It's over. I don't give a fuck what you say, dog. It's over, man. Good game. Maybe next year.
Here's a run. He's tackled around the 11-yard line. 3-yard gain by the running back. That's good. 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7. 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 11. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. That's good for 5 yards.
It's over.
This is the 9th play of this drive. And out come the big hefties.
I can't believe it. Told you, it's that they played me.
Tackle outside.
It's all good. Game over. Good game. We played our heart out, though.
That makes it 1st and goal. 10th play of the drive.
We played our heart out. NCAA cheated us, but we'll come back next year. Let me tell you. I guarantee you, we're going to bust ass.
And he'll just take a knee here to kill the clock. Ohio State is the national champion.
Congratulations to Ohio State in their national championship.
How would you sum up the action of this one?
But it's all good.
Made the journey and finished it off with the national championship. It really couldn't have happened to a better bunch of kids in a classier school than this. They battled all year. Whenever it got tough, they came together and came out on top. And now they're on top of the polls, the world.
We in the season 12-1.
Congratulations to our national champions.
It's all good.
Here's another look at our selection for the EA Sports Player of the Game.
I kind of figured that. I kind of knew it was going to end like this. I just try to have all the faith and confidence in the world. It's just like you just know they expect something, but you just got to have faith so you won't feel down about it in the end. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times that I went to court without having faith that, oh, they're going to let me go today when I knew my situation was too dire and too critical for them to let me go today. And I set my ass down, and when they set me down, man, I wasn't down about it. I wasn't broken up about it. I mean, at first I was, because I'm like, damn, why ain't don't work like that, bro? Just know what to expect. So we lose by 3. But we played our heart out, dog. I wish I could have sent the seniors off with a championship, but it's cool. Damn, that was a hell of a game, though, y'all. I'm not mad, because you want to know why? That's the game I learned from. My run game got to get better, and my line got to get better.
Man, that's kind of similar to my motto. Keep your hands on their thighs.
Time to go help Mom wash Mr. Steinberg's windows. Peace.
Hey, Vico back.
Oh, by the way, G, she told me to tell you hello.
Really?
Nah, I just wanted to watch the Earl Grey run through your veins.
Man.
We have children like that in England. We encourage them to emigrate.
It's just that last defensive play. It couldn't happen.
1 in 6,000?
Really? I'm feeling kind of lucky, man. Why don't you go outside? How to beat the odds? Sorry, see, no way to beat it. You're odd.
Shout out to CJ Stroud. He wins in his hometown. You know what I'm saying?
Mother, the ladies at the country club put me in charge of Monte Carlo.
It's all good. We'll be back next year.
Well, just remember whose name is on your favorite credit card.
And just remember,
Any job.
we're going to get it next year.
Oh, Daddy, for Monte Carlo night, you're going to be the croupier de toilette.
Great. What'll I do?
You'll make sure that there's always toilet paper on the rolls.
It's great to know that all those years of law school are finally coming in handy.
And, well, you're going to help with the cleanup.
I ain't down with that old country club stuff. Sitting around.
Shout out to Wayman Steed.
With 4 white guys named Biff. Isn't Biff a riot?
It's all good. This will be in the running for the national championship next year. When we make a stomp through the season, and best believe we will. Now, I know I said the new season will start Tuesday, but might start before then. Don't know. Shout out to Ohio State going 14-0. Best believe, man, we're gonna see these fools next year, and we're gonna beat breaks off. And best believe that. But I'm gonna see you guys with next season very soon. So y'all stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love. Can't forget that. And I'll see y'all next season. Peace. I'm gone, dog.